Picture this. You walk into a room and suddenly conversations pause. Not because you're loud or flashy, but because there's something in the air. Something that makes people lean in closer without even realizing why. That, my friends, is the power of the right fragrance. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jesse, and if you're new here, this is where we dive deep into the world of scent. No fluff, no fancy marketing speak, just honest reviews that'll help you find your signature scent. Today, we're talking about 3 fragrances that have been creating quite the buzz, and for good reason. These aren't just pretty bottles sitting on your dresser. These are conversation starters, confidence boosters, and yes, total head turners. We've got everything from a sophisticated iris mystery that's redefining masculinity to TikTok's obsession, plus a coffee-scented rebel that'll make you rethink everything you know about sweet fragrances. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one deserves a spot in your collection. So grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's dive into these olfactory masterpieces. Let's kick things off with something that completely shattered my expectations about men's fragrances. Prada Lom Intense Eau de Parfum. Now, when I first heard iris-based men's fragrance, I was skeptical. Iris? That powdery floral note? For men? But this is where Prada's genius perfumer, Daniela Andrier, proved me spectacularly wrong. This fragrance is housed in a gorgeous matte black bottle that screams sophisticated mystery. But the real magic happens when you spray it. The opening is one of the smoothest, most refined iris experiences you'll ever encounter. It's not your grandmother's powder compact. This is iris with attitude. The iris here is buttery, creamy, and surprisingly masculine. It has this clean, almost soapy quality that feels incredibly luxurious without being feminine. But here's where it gets interesting. The heart brings in amber and patchouli, transforming this powdery opening into something warm and oriental. The amber adds a golden glow that makes the whole composition feel expensive, while the patchouli, thankfully not the hippie patchouli you're thinking of, adds an earthy masculinity that balances everything perfectly. It's like wearing a cashmere sweater made of scent. This fragrance really shows its sophistication at the base. Tonka bean brings a sweet, almost almond-like warmth, while leather adds a refined masculine edge. Sandalwood rounds everything out with a creamy woody finish that lasts for hours. Performance-wise, this is exactly what you want from a quality eau de parfum. I'm getting 8+ hours of wear time, with excellent longevity that doesn't overwhelm your coworkers, but still gets noticed. The sillage is perfectly balanced, present but polite. This is the perfect fall and winter fragrance, especially for evening wear. Think important meetings where you want to exude quiet confidence, dinner dates where you want to seem effortlessly sophisticated, or anytime you want to smell like the most interesting person in the room. What surprised me most about Lom Intense is how it manages to be both traditional and modern. It has that classic masculine DNA, but presents it in a way that feels completely contemporary. It's for the man who appreciates quality, who understands that true confidence comes from subtlety, not volume. But speaking of volume, our next fragrance takes a completely different approach. If Prada Lom Intense is the elegant sophistication, then YSL Black Opium is the seductive rebel. This fragrance has been around since 2014, but it's having a serious moment right now, and I completely understand why. Black Opium opens with what I can only describe as a caffeine rush in perfume form. The coffee note isn't subtle, it's bold, roasted, and absolutely intoxicating. Mixed with pink pepper and a touch of orange blossom, it creates this adrenaline-fueled opening that literally wakes up your senses. The heart is where things get interesting. Coffee and jasmine. Sounds weird, right? But it works. The jasmine adds this creamy, almost gourmand quality that transforms the bitter coffee into something sensual and wearable. There's also bitter almond and licorice in there, creating layers that keep evolving throughout the wear. The dry down is pure comfort food. Vanilla and patchouli create this warm, enveloping cloud that's both cozy and sexy. The cashmere wood adds sophistication, while the cedar keeps it from becoming too sweet. Performance is where Black Opium really shines. This is a beast mode fragrance. I've had people comment on it hours after application, and I once forgot I sprayed it on a sweater. I could still smell it after 3 wears. The sillage is impressive too. You'll definitely leave a trail. This is hands down a fall and winter fragrance. Don't even think about wearing it in summer heat. It'll become cloying and overwhelming. But for cooler weather, it's perfect. Perfect for date nights, evening events, cozy dinners, anywhere you want to make a memorable impression. The bottle design is sleek and modern with that signature YSL aesthetic. It looks expensive sitting on your vanity, which always adds to the experience. Now, Black Opium might seem like the winner in the performance category, but wait until you hear about our next fragrance. And here we have the fragrance that broke the internet, Maison Francis Kurkdjian Bakarat Rouge 540. If you've been on fragrance TikTok, you know this one. If you haven't, you've probably still smelled it somewhere, because it's literally everywhere right now. Here's the thing about Bakarat Rouge 540. It shouldn't work. On paper, saffron and jasmine with amber wood and sugar sounds like it would be either too weird or too basic. But Francis Kurkdjian is a genius, and he created something that defies logic. The opening is pure magic. Saffron gives it this warm, spicy, sweet quality that's unlike anything else in mainstream perfumery. Combined with jasmine, it creates a floral spice combination that's sophisticated but approachable. But here's where it gets really interesting. There's this underlying sweetness that people describe as cotton candy or caramelized sugar, but it's not listed in the notes. It's just the way these ingredients interact with each other. The heart brings in amber wood and ambergris, creating a mineral, almost crystalline quality. It's warm but airy, rich but clean. The Hedion adds this radiant blooming effect that makes the whole composition seem to glow from within. The base is where the longevity comes from. Fir, resin, cedar, and ambroxan create this persistent foundation that can last for literally days on clothing. I've heard people say they can smell it on their car seatbelt weeks after wearing it. Performance is legendary. This has incredible longevity. Easily 8 to 10 hours on skin, sometimes longer. The sillage is strong without being aggressive. You know those fragrances you can smell yourself? This is one of them, but in the best way possible. What's brilliant about Bakarat Rouge 540 is its versatility. It works year-round, it's truly unisex despite leaning slightly feminine, and it's appropriate for almost any occasion. Office, dinner dates, casual days, it adapts to whatever energy you bring to it. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The price, at around $325 for 2.4 ounces, it's an investment piece. But here's what justifies that price tag. Quality ingredients, exceptional longevity, and that unmistakable signature that makes people stop and ask what you're wearing. The bottle is minimalist perfection. Clear glass with clean lines that let the slightly amber-tinted juice be the star. It looks expensive because it is expensive, but it also looks timeless. But is Bakarat Rouge 540 really worth 3 times the price of our other fragrances? Let me break it down for you. All right, let's get real. You probably can't buy all 3, so which one should you choose? It comes down to 3 key factors: your style, your budget, and when you plan to wear it. If you want sophistication and refined masculinity that works in professional settings, Prada Lom Intense is your choice. It's modern, elegant, and perfect for the man who appreciates quality over quantity. At around $130 for a full-size bottle, it's reasonably priced for the level of craftsmanship you're getting. If you want maximum impact and don't mind being a little bold, Black Opium is your choice. It's got that rock and roll edge that makes a statement, incredible performance, and it's perfect for anyone who wants their fragrance to be part of their personality. Around $100 makes it a solid mid-range investment. If you want to join the cult of Bakarat Rouge 540, and trust me, it is a cult, then you're looking at a luxury experience. This is for fragrance enthusiasts who want something truly unique, with unmatched performance and that instantly recognizable signature. At $325, it's definitely a splurge, but for many people, it becomes their signature scent. Here's my honest recommendation. If you're looking for a sophisticated, office-appropriate fragrance that still has personality, Start with Lom Intense. It'll teach you what quality iris-based fragrances can achieve while being versatile enough for multiple occasions. If you're already into fragrances and want something with more boldness and performance, Black Opium is incredible value for the impact you get. And if fragrance is genuinely important to you and you want to invest in something that'll make you instantly recognizable, Bakarat Rouge 540 is worth every penny. But here's the thing. Fragrance is so personal. What smells amazing on your best friend might not work on your skin chemistry. My advice, get samples first. Most department stores will make you samples, and there are online services that specialize in fragrance samples. Test them properly, wear them for a full day, see how they evolve, notice how people react. So there you have it. 3 fragrances that are absolutely killing it in 2025. Whether you choose the sophisticated iris elegance of Prada Lom Intense, the seductive rebellion of Black Opium, or the cult phenomenon that is Bakarat Rouge 540, you're getting something special. But I want to know which one caught your attention. Are you team sophisticated iris elegance, bold and coffee-scented rebellion, or luxury cotton candy dreams? Drop a comment below and let me know. I read every single one and I love hearing about your fragrance journeys. If you found this helpful, smash that like button. It genuinely helps the channel reach more fragrance lovers like yourself. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because we've got so much more coming your way. Next week, I'm diving into summer fragrances that won't die in the heat. Plus, I might have gotten my hands on some exclusive releases that haven't hit stores yet. You won't want to miss it. Until then, keep experimenting, keep exploring, and remember, the right fragrance isn't just something you wear, it's something you become. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, smell good and feel good, stay fragrant.